there, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and we are going to do a little craft from this thrifted baggie of these little wooden legs. So there's just kind of an elongated oval. Now, as much as I looked at these on the baggies and thought, yes, bonus, I could use them. Now, I could use them as legs in a project, obviously, or I could do something craft-wise with it. So I'm going to do something craft-wise, and in particular for Easter, because I don't know if you're looking at this and seeing or thinking bunnies, but I did. Now, if you don't have something like this, know that you could do something similar with anything that you have that's kind of roughly shaped like this. So meaning you could, maybe you've got old spindles, right? This happens to be a chair leg. You know, the chair was dead and broken, but you know, I did it. So you could cut this off right here and then use this piece as the bunny body. Maybe this piece for a bigger bunny. Maybe this piece for an even bigger bunny, and you even have a hole to put the tail. So, you know, this one has some different shapes, right? It's got this little curvy body. That would be pretty cute. You could do something taller. So, you know, go with what you got more than anything else. Just take the idea. I saw these legs and I thought I could make bunnies from them, but you use what you have and go from there. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm just using Casement by Fusion and giving it like a couple of coats of white paint. And I'm gonna pull you in for the other stuff that I'm doing to transform them very quickly, very fast, very easily. Because sometimes simple is better, and I'm still working with the broken wrist. Now, I have some felt, and this is from the internet. One is a much softer felt, and one is a very stiff felt. So I'm going to start off with the stiff felt by looking at, and I just want to kind of use this as my template here. I just want to kind of draw a bit of a circle so I know where that is, and then where my bunny feet would come. And then if I was doing ears, just kind of roughly how big they would be. And I just find it easier to kind of start with something like that so that I have a rough approximation. Now the ears, I'm gonna fold it over so that I cut two at the same time, just to make my life easier. Awesome. And now I'm going to take a little bit of my pink, and I'm just going to cut out smaller shapes of this that I'm going to be able to glue on the inside. So let me get that done. All right. Now that I have all my little pieces cut out and this guy is dry, it's just a simple matter of, you know, doing a little bit of gluing and a little bit of drawing. So I'm just putting some glue on that base, and then I'm just going to stick that over top. So the beauty of doing the round circle around the base is just now, then those feet are definitely attached. Sit that off to the side, and I want to assemble my ears. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up in a stripe and kind of roughly center that. The glue being on there makes these much stiffer than they would be, so it gives them a little bit of structure, which is good. You want to get super fancy, put a little bit of wire in between them, and then you could bend an ear if you needed to. What I want to do now is I just want to taper these. If I have both of these this size, it's going to be too wide for the top of my bunny head. So if I taper them slightly down here, still allowing them to go wide, it gives me a little bit more flexibility. Just with the design. Okay, so what I want to do is just kind of line them up a little bit, measure them out. I find it a little easier. Oh, I can't do it with that hand. Keep forgetting. I just want to put a little bit of glue down on the edge so that I can overlap these slightly. Right? And then, let me make sure I'm lining up the feet. And I'm just going to stick those into that little ridge of glue and just let them kind of firm up there. We're going to put a little bit of something in front to kind of serve to anchor it. And then we just get to play with our bunny face. So I've just kind of taken some paper and I've drawn different eyes and that kind of thing so that I can give my bunnies slightly different looks, perhaps. I have to turn it upside down so I can make them sort of the same size. Oh, that didn't go well. It'll be okay. And I have a little pale pink marker that I'm going to do for the nose. And I'm just doing a little heart shape. And then I'm coming down like an upside down, just like a teardrop below it for the mouth. Let me show you. So just a little heart, little teardrop. And then I'm taking my fine line marker and I'm just going to outline it. Okay, and then I'm going to just swoop out from that center point between them to do the cheeks and do a couple of little whiskers. Now, as you're doing this, bear in mind, you could be doing a dog or a cat. You're just changing the look of the ears. And I had a bunny tail here somewhere. Oh, on the floor. There's my little ball. And let's give them the definitive tail. And just to put in front of those ears, just to liven it up a little bit, let's grab maybe a little bit of a periwinkle colored flower. Just want to make that a little shorter. There's a little bit of a hole on the top there where we would have done screws. But then we have our cute little bunny. All right, here's a couple of little bunnies. You can see switched up the eyes a little bit, bigger face, smaller face. You could decorate the top up with little tiny mini flowers or sprinkles or whatever you have going. You could certainly put little clothing on them. So maybe you want to give one a cravat, a little bow tie, whatever, holding a little basket. You get to kind of go in infinite directions. But, you know, when you look at this, did you see this? It's just thinking outside of the box. And again, you could go with any shape. There's like old salt and pepper shakers that maybe have a cool shape that you could then turn into something like this, because they're just maybe like a drum shape or elongated shape like this. And, you know, you just glue on the ears on the top of where the shaker holes are. Just cutting spindles down. You can do these any size, and you can make an entire grouping. Now, I kept thinking, I didn't know what a group of bunnies was called, like a bevy of bunnies. I kind of like the alliteration of that, but I Googled it. And you can have a colony of bunnies or a herd of bunnies. I don't think of bunnies being a herd. A warren of bunnies, which is when they're in their little burrows. You have a warren of them or a nest of them. But I like the best term that they said as one option is you could have a fluffle. You could have a fluffle of bunnies. So maybe you're going to have a fluffle of fun making these little bunnies. Let me know what you think of this one, guys. Easter's not that far away. Love to hear your comments as always, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, take care.